Now, here's what's crazy. If you look at my screen, you see what I had marked here, this 1130.83. Remember, this was our double top. It broke through. It hit resistance, pulled back to previous. This is now support. Broke through, busted through resistance. Why? Because it was extremely fast to get back here, and now you're going to be testing new high day. Watch. Am I right? Isn't this everything you guys are trained on, right? This is the whole thing.
Yeah. Perfect again, a perfect shedding example, you know?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. The whole thing. This is the whole thing. Now, the only thing that I would like to see a little better was it would have hit here. It would have formed a little cup and handle. Then it would have broke through, hit resistance, then support, then came up, broke through resistance. I would have liked that because right here, if we were scooping up puts right here, we would have had to immediately get out once it broke loose. But because you're master scalpers, you already know if it breaks through the double top, go ahead and hammer that pig. You would have drove up to this side. You would have seen these double cell candles. You would have drove it back down to support. You'd have hammered the calls right here. You'd have been back up into resistance. You'd be watching this whole area. And now we're going to pull back right back down to where we were previous at 1130.83. Right? This was a seller's candle again. It did the same thing right here. See this? These are cells. See how they're really long and it pushes it down? Those are sellers.
Yeah, wicking through is not breaking and holding.
That is correct. See now right here, especially for you newer people that are tuning in right here, believe it or not, this is a bounce of VWAP. Oh, coach, but it didn't touch it. It was off by 6 cents. That's because the professional traders will get in earlier than waiting till that exact moment because they're smart enough to realize if they wait, they might miss the boat, right? This is a bounce of VWAP, even though it was off by 5 or 6 cents. Does this make sense, everybody? I talk about this every day. Just like up here, think about it. So this, now look, you see how this is off? It didn't directly hit this, did it? Nope. So guess what? On a triple top, it's going to be here. It doesn't need to be up here. It's going to be before it, right? And this will be a triple top here. X marks the spot, not up here. So everybody up here on Apple, I sold here, I sold here, I sold here. It bounced around. It came all the way back up. And I sold the last one right here. So this was 2, 1, 1, 1. It broke down to VWAP, which is where I said, guess what? I didn't want to sweat all the way from here to here with that last contract. This would have gone green to red on my trade, where now I would just now be breaking even or still a little red because I took all the damage of the downside. There's no reason to do that, right? So right in here, right? Little double top. This is what we need to really be cautious of. And this is why I always tell you, before you click that buy button, you better look at the history to know what's going on. If you would have bought calls up here, riding this FOMO, well, coach said if it breaks through VWAP and it's above the 200 and the 2-minute EWO still looks okay, even though this would have been a scalp because technically you should be in down here on a 2-minute EWO, which actually would have been here and you'd have made all your money and then you would have never entered because then you broke through VWAP and you still wouldn't be in this trade and you'd be waiting for it to change color. But anyways, this would be a scalp. So, but your scalp, you'd be looking at it going, hey, should I be buying longs on a double top? F no, we don't do that. You don't buy longs on a double top, right? And then check this out. You would have been rewarded with getting your ass handed to you on these blood red Widowmakers. See them? That's why these double top puts are my favorite because of this blood red. And as soon as Gamma would have slowed down right there, I'd have been out. And I would have made ass loads of money. And you guys got a little bit of 2-minute EWO versus scalping, when to use it, when not to, all inside of that little training class.